Hi students, welcome to the online class. Today we are going to see about class 7 science chapter 15. The name of the lesson is light. What is light? Light is a radiation or a form of energy that our eyes can detect. There are various types of energy: mechanical energy, classical energy, magnetic energy. In the way, light is also a kind of energy that our eye can detect it. Light enables us to view our surroundings. We know that light travels from one place to another in a straight line. These are some basic descriptions that we have studied in the previous classes. And now we are going to see about reflection of light. Whenever light hits an object, it is either absorbed or reflected back. Reflection of light can be defined as the phenomenon of an object throws back the light that falls on it. Similar like a ball, if we throw a ball on the wall, it just bounces back to us. Similarly, the light also get bounced back in various directions that falls on any object. Hence, the reflection of light changes its path. So, here's a simple example or a simple image that shows how do the reflection of light occurs. Whenever a light falling on an object, that is known as incident ray, and after hitting on the object it get bounced back, that is known as reflected ray. Next we need to know about the laws of reflection of light. As I said earlier, the light ray that falls on the reflecting surface is called incident ray. The light ray that gets reflected back from the reflecting surface is called a reflected ray, and it is a line that perpendicular to the reflected plane at the point of the incident ray, that is known as normal. Let me show the image again. Next, the basic laws. The incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal to the mirror at the point of incident all lie in the same plane. It all occurs in the same plane, the same point itself. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. These are the basic laws, and the reflection of light obeys these laws. Next, depending upon the surface of the reflecting object, the reflection of light can vary. First, diffuse reflection or irregular reflection. In this type of reflection, the light rays that fall on the surface are reflected back in different directions irregularly. This generally happens in the case of an irregular or roughly surfaced object, just like a wall or a book or a table, anything have some rough surface. On the rough surface it get a irregular reflection. Next, a regular reflection. In this type of reflection, the light rays that fall on the surface of the reflecting object reflect back in a particular direction. These are the two types of reflection, and these types be classified on the base of surface. Next, a mirror. A mirror is generally any shiny surface that can reflect back light. A mirror that has a plain surface is called a plain mirror, like the mirror that we use in our homes to see our face is an example of plain mirror. And a mirror that is curved, it either bulges in or out, is called a curved mirror. This kind of curved mirror we use in spectacles. In spectacles and even in torch lights, we use this kind of curved mirror. We are going to see that properties of this kind of mirrors and the image formed by the mirrors and their properties. The properties of the image that formed by these kind of mirrors also we are going to see in this lesson. It's an example of a reflection that occurs in a plane mirror. What's an image? As a mirror reflects light, an image of the object that is in front of the mirror is formed on it. The image of an object can be defined as the impression of the object created by the light on the mirror. The distance between the image and the mirror and the object and the mirror always remains same. Simply, if we increase the distance between object to the mirror, and the distance between the mirror and image also increase. If we decrease, it happens as vice versa. Yes, that's what mentioned here. If you increase or decrease the distance between the object and the mirror, the distance between the image and the mirror also increases or decreases respectively. As the same point been repeating and different descriptions. So you can stop here and take a screenshot of this one. At the same time, we have to know one more description, that is a second point. See the second point. An image is said to be erect if the image is formed the same side up as that of the object. The image will be called inverted if it is formed upside down compared to the object. See, when we stand in front of a mirror, our head will be similar like our head, and whenever we used to see the mirror to see our face, our image will be formed in the mirror. That is an example of an erect image. And sometimes our image will be formed as a upside down, like our head will be in down and our leg will be in upside. This kind of upside down image is known as inverted image. If it is a normal image that we as like an object means, we say it as a erect one, and if it is upside down means we say it as a inverted image. And left right inversion, this generally happens whenever we see our face in the mirror. When we raise our right hand, our image will show like appear like we have raised our left hand. So this left right inversion is called lateral inversion. The image formed by the mirror is always left right inverted. This means that the right side of the object appears as the left side of the image, and the left side of the object appears at the right side of the image. Due to this lateral inversion only, we write the word ambulance. In ambulance will be in different form. Just see the image, how they have written. This is because this inversion that found by the mirror, those who are driving in front of the ambulance, when they see on the rear view mirror, it appears like an ambulance. If it is written normally means what we are seeing in the mirror will be look different. That is why due to this lateral inversion only, we are writing the word ambulance in different way. So next, spherical mirrors. Spherical mirror, as the name suggests, has a sphere-like shape. It appears as if it is a part of a sphere. There are two types of spherical mirrors. First, concave mirror. It is a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inwards. Next, convex mirror. It is a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved outwards. If you want to understand easily, means you take a spoon. You just take a steel spoon. The part which we use to take the rice or anything, that is example of a concave mirror, and the back side of it is known as convex mirror. Yes, here is an example of convex and concave mirror. And this image also shows that how the convex and concave mirror reflects the light. Next, we are going to see about the difference between real image and in virtual image. The first difference is the real image, it can be viewed on a screen. If the image viewed on a screen means, then we say it as a real image, and the virtual image, it cannot be viewed on the screen. This is the major difference between the two images. Real image can be seen on the screen and virtual image cannot be seen on the screen. Next, real image is always inverted, but the virtual image is always erect. And the real image is formed by only the concave mirror, but the virtual image can be formed by convex, concave and plane mirrors too. Formation of a real image by concave mirror. See, they have captured the image of a candle in the screen. This is an example of a real image. This is a simple image that shows the virtual image. See, whenever you see our face in a plane mirror, it is also a virtual image. Next, the image formed by a concave mirror has the following properties. What are the properties have? It can either be real or virtual. It can either be inverted or erect. It can have a same size as that of the object, a larger size that of the object, or smaller size than that of the object. So sometimes it may form the same, and sometimes it may be larger, or sometimes it may be smaller also. It all depends upon the distance between the object and mirror. Next, what's applications of it? We use this in satellite dishes. It used to gather all the signals and reflect them on a certain point. And dentists use a concave mirror. Shaving mirrors also generally concave in shape. Headlights of our car have a concave mirror, and torches also use concave mirrors. Next, the image formed by a convex mirror have the following properties. It is always virtual, it is always upright, or it is always erect. It is smaller in size as that of the object. And what is the applications of it? The rear view mirrors are convex mirror, as they provide a wider view of the road behind. And security mirrors near an ATM are convex, so that the user can detect easily if anyone else is watching from behind or not. And even this kind of convex mirrors are used in the road of the hills. Whenever we find some hairpin bends on that place, they have fixed a type of mirror that enables us to view on the both side. These are the examples of convex mirrors. Yes, this is a model, it's an image that shows convex mirror. Lens. A lens is a part of a reflecting material like glass or plastic, but curved from both sides. This is a major difference. Lens is also like similar like a glass, but it is curved on both sides. Lenses are unlike mirrors that have a reflecting surface only on one side. Mirrors have a one side on a reflecting surface, and another side it will be opaque, but the lenses are a completely transparent one. Depending upon its shape, a lens can be categorized as convex lens and concave lens. First, convex lens. It is curved outwards. It is thicker in the center and narrows down at the edges. See, we can find the lens by touching on them. If it is thicker in the center and narrow at the edge, then we say it is a convex lens. It merges the light rays passing through it at a certain point. Therefore, it is also called as a converging lens. Next, a concave lens is curved inwards. It has a wider edges and thinner centers. Thinner center. It reflects back the light that travels through it in the different directions. Therefore, it is called a diverging lens. This is a simple example or simple image that shows how the lenses converge or diverge the light. Next, image formed by convex and concave lenses. Generally, a convex lens forms an image that is real, inverted, and the image is large and appears closer to lens. But a concave lens forms as an image virtual, erect, and small. This can see here, the convex lens form an image that is bigger than the housefly, but the concave lens forms an image of an smaller than the size of the housefly. Next, what is a rainbow? Most of us has been seeing the rainbow during the rainy season. A rainbow is a natural phenomenon in which the light rays of the sun are reflected and refracted by the water droplets present in the atmosphere. A rainbow appears as an arc on the sky that contains a band of 7 colors. We know all the 7 colors. This also means that white light of the sun contains 7 colored light in it that separate out due to the refraction. So, it shows that the rainbow is a proof of the sunlight has 7 colors. And the spectrum of white light can be seen in the following. Not only on the rainbow, we can form this rainbow in different ways. In the soap bubbles or surface of a CD and prism, if you have a surface of your seat, if you have a seat in your home means you can reflect the sunlight on any wall. It forms like a rainbow. You can try this in your home. And as well as soap bubbles. Whenever we wash our clothes, some bubbles being formed. Just observe keen on the surface of the soap bubbles. They appear like different in colors. These are the examples of that spectrum or else the divisions of colors. So, Newton disk, it's a simple activity that to prove the rainbow as a vice versa, which means the rainbow or a spectrum we have seen that sunlight being separate as a 7 colors. But in the Newton disk we are just going to combine all the 7 colors and we are going to make it as a white light. The Newton disk can be obtained by dividing a disk into 7 partitions and painting each of them with the 7 colors of the rainbow. When the disk is rotated at a fast pace in daylight, all the colors tend to mix together and the disk appears whitish in color. Just see here. This is a model of a Newton disk. What you have learned in this lesson? First we have started with what is light and the reflection and its types. So, what is light? It is a form of energy, and then reflection. Whenever a light falls on an object, it gets bounced back, that is known as reflection. And its types: regular reflection and irregular reflection based on the surface. Next, types of mirror. A mirror is a shiny surface and it is categorized as a concave and convex. And the types of lenses also: convex lens and concave lens, and also characteristics of image formed by the different types of lenses and mirrors. And what is a rainbow? At last we have seen about the Newton disk also. Thank you all. We will meet you in the next class.